Porn addiction and procrastination are things that so many people struggle with today. And in this coaching session that happened during one of our live Q&As, I work with a man who's struggling with exactly this. And we touch the underlying shame beneath it and what the thing is trying to not feel and what happens when you feel the thing underneath the shame and how it frees you.
How do I stop procrastinating and how do I stop watching porn? I've been trying it for my whole life. I've tried it really, really hard.
Yeah.
And I feel so much shame. I've gotten better at not feeling as much shame for it. But I still feel shame, and I'm so good at making myself unhappy. Other people or other circumstances in my life don't have as much impact on my happiness as I have on myself, because I don't act the way I want to act in so many circumstances of my life.
Yeah. If all that story stopped, what would happen to your procrastination and your, let's just do procrastination for a moment. That
If
whole
all that
story,
story
if
stops,
that story you just expressed, it goes on in your head all the time. Yeah.
yeah, I'm
If
pretty
I could
sure.
just stop that story, you couldn't, not that it's bad, but if I just like clicked my fingers and that story stopped,
It would probably help. Yeah, I would probably not think about it as much, and I would be more natural, and I would pursue my goals better, and I would probably just, it would help, I think. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So let's try the question again without the story inside of you. So just how, if that story couldn't exist inside of you, what would you ask me?
Um, I've actually already written down a different question, which might be the one then. Um,
No, don't do that, because
okay.
then you're going into your head. Just like live without the story for a moment. I know it's a challenge.
Mm.
Live without the story for a moment and just tell me what the question is.
How do I find my
So
potential?
feel your heart and your gut, and
Mm,
yeah, there you go. Now, what's the question without the
the
story?
question. Um, how do I become myself?
Yeah, lovely question. Right. So the pain of this procrastination and the pain of the pornography is that it's not who you are.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Let's just sit with that reality for a minute. You know it's not who you are. You turn
Yeah.
it into a story of I'm bad. You turn it into a story of I'm not enough. You turn it into a story of I'm responsible for my own happiness. But in its basic core is you just know it's not who you are. So let's just sit with that story for a second. Actually, let's see what it's like to say it out loud. We'll just stick with procrastination, but procrastination isn't who I am. And just say it like 3 or 4 times and tell me what happens.
Procrastination isn't what I am. Procrastination is not what I am. Procrastination is not what I am.
No,
Procrastination
no,
is
no,
what I,
no convincing. You know it.
yeah, I know procrastination is not what I am. I
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Your head is trying to figure something out. Let it fucking just dissolve
okay.
for a
So I
second.
just try to feel then.
Yeah, don't try to feel. You are feeling. It's happening, whether you like it or not.
Okay.
Yeah. What are you? Essentially, what are you that has never changed and never
Yeah, I've
been
been,
hurt, never been guilted, never been touched by all these stories? What is that part of you?
well, the
What
question of
is
who
it?
I am, I've asked that question a lot.
Yeah, good.
But I've also read about it a lot. So I don't know if the answer is really from myself or from the book I'm reading, but I would say the answer is I'm awareness.
Hmm.
And I
Yeah,
have moments
that
where I
might be
feel
your
like
answer. That might be your answer, but that wasn't your whole body answer. Let's go back to your whole body. out of the head, out of the story, into the heart, into the gut. What are you essentially?
Wow.
Just feel it. I don't need a goddamn answer. Just feel what you are essentially.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like I'm a lot, and I can give a lot, and I can do a lot. I know that.
Story. I
Um,
just want you to feel it. I don't need an answer. What are you? Yeah, you're still thinking. Go back to the heart. Go back to the gut. This is all your procrastination, all your pornography is to avoid this. What you are. Not the intellectual idea of awareness, but the felt sense of what you are. Whole
and
body.
why would I want to avoid it through procrastination? Because I think I think
Because you
I'm
were,
something very positive. I don't think that's something I need to avoid or escape from.
well, show me then. Show me, do it for just 30 seconds. Be with what you are essentially in your whole body for 30 seconds, and let's find out what makes you avoid it.
Without talking, I guess. Okay.
Don't care if you talk.
Uh,
That's not what was happening. Whole body, what are, yeah, there you go. What are, yeah. What are you essentially? You're not letting it all in. See if what it's like to let that whole allotness in. There's a little bit of avoiding through like transing out there.
yeah, I'm also thinking, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's a super hard question. I can feel stuff,
So
but
that's the best part is your first line of defense against what you are essentially is to think. And then the thinking gets so fucking rattled and shame filled that you need to avoid the sheet thinking. And you do that with procrastination, doom scrolling, pornography, blah, 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 blah. There's probably a dozen others.
mhm.
So what you are essentially feels good, but somehow overwhelming, moves to thinking, moves to self-critical thinking, moves to avoidance of self-critical thinking.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. So back to I'm giving your poor brain a story so it can shut the fuck up for a minute and we can get back to the real work, which is like, what are you essentially? There's your thinking again.
Okay.
There's the first avoidance.
Ooh, that's hard to do. Hmm.
Yeah.
So
So
you
what
just
makes
want
you
me to?
avoid? Wait, you said if it feels so good, what makes you avoid it? That's the question. What's the answer?
I don't know. I'm lost right now. I'm really lost.
Great.
Yeah.
Good. When you say you're
Yeah.
lost, it means your brain can't keep up, and that's good because your brain is the brakes.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just this really simple thing. It's what are you? You've always been that. And when you feel it, it's a lot. That's the words you used. You said, "Oh, this is a lot. I'm a lot.
Hmm.
It's big."
Yeah.
Yeah. Feel that bigness for a minute. There you go. Yeah. Take a deep breath in, like fully feel it. Not trying to feel it. It's just there. It's your nature.
Yeah. It's more a knowing. When I think about who I am, then I also think about all the stuff I can do. I'm very athletic. I have cool skills. That's what I think about, and that it creates a feeling, which is nice, a feeling of a lot or potential. Or when I think about how I am to other people, which I think is very good. um,
Yeah.
but it's, yeah, it's still knowing,
Yeah. So
like
just, but
it's still very
just,
intellectual.
yeah, but just notice one of the things that's happening, even when you're just a little bit more in your whole body, the story changes from what's wrong with you to that you're a good person, that you're good to people, that you have skills, that like immediately just a little more presence in your body and that story changes.
Hmm. Yeah,
So so
I've
we're going
had.
to go even deeper. We're going to even let go of that story for a minute. Oh, you did it, but then you stop doing it.
How do you see
Yeah.
that? Hmm. Mm.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. How much meditation have you done?
For a couple months, every evening for like 10 minutes. Then I stopped again. Yesterday I did it again. It was
Okay.
really nice. I
Okay.
will do it again every day, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
that's my goal.
Cool. I'm not suggesting it. I'm just wondering what your history is with it.
Hmm.
Yeah. So back to what you are essentially. It's never changed. A skill comes and goes.
Hmm.
Being nice to somebody comes and goes. But there's something that's never come and gone. It's always been there. Don't try to figure it out. Feel it.
I felt it before. Maybe I cannot feel it now,
Oh, you can
but
feel it. It's what you are. It's never left. How could you, where is it going to go?
yeah, I mean, could it be love?
Let's find out. Yeah. So so when you were a kid, tell me how your love was dismissed. Tell me how this like very sweet boy that I see in front of me was told that they weren't allowed, that their love couldn't be seen and felt.
Mm, I think my parents were very strict with me when I was, I don't know, in a restaurant and I was loud. They were
Mm.
quieting me and told me to not
Yeah.
do crazy stuff, maybe, or to not be unpolite to people. Like they're kind of strict, and I was never able to get angry at them. When I got angry at my mom or my dad, I was shut down so extremely.
Yeah.
And I was just yelled at and put in the car and left there.
Yeah.
And when you were coaching, I don't know, I forgot her name. I'm sorry. I think
It's
Laura.
okay. I
I'm
don't,
not.
yeah, I got you. Just, but out of the story just for a minute, just that little boy that was like this exuberant love was shut down is just what I heard right there.
Yeah,
And now you're shutting it down every time I ask you the question, what are you essentially? The same way your parents did. They shush you with your voice, try to figure it out, try to control you, try to manage you, put you in the car.
I can feel stuff. Yeah, are you asking me a question as well, or no?
I just want you to stay in that place that you were feeling.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
compassion. Yeah,
Yeah. That's because you're a sweetheart. So what are you essentially?
love. Yeah.
I don't want you to answer. I want you to feel.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So now I'm going to ask you to use your head for just a minute. Let's say you get really good at letting this in, that you really get good at just being with what you are essentially. What happens to your procrastination? What happens to your porn use?
It goes away.
Yeah. So you've been focused on how do I stop procrastinating? How do I stop using porn? That never works or very seldom works. If you want it to go away, stay focused on being with what you are essentially, all of it. So let's do it one more time. Just like, what is it to not try to figure it out? Just be with what you are. They can't, if you're trying, then you're not doing it, right? And that's what you just discovered. You like went to try and you're like, no. And there's this relaxation, and there you are. It's always there.
You are giving me difficult tasks. That's interesting.
How is this difficult?
Uh, I think, yeah, usually
What's more difficult? What's more difficult, to be with what you are essentially, or to not be?
well, I can't not be. I can only escape from it or distract myself from it.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is more difficult, to resist it or not resist
Oh,
it?
yeah, resistance is hard. Yeah. Oh, it hurts.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, doesn't make
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Oh,
Yeah. So the story is that it's hard, but in reality, it's far easier to not resist it.
mhm. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And thanks a lot
Pleasure.
for your time. It's so cool that you do this stuff and that you give so much for free. It's oh that really oh, now I can feel the love, man.
Yeah.
Really, yeah, I can feel love for you. Yeah, a
Thanks for
lot of it. I listen to your podcast so much every time I drive, and thank
thank
you,
you.
thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you for seeing me. Like, the thing that's seeing me right now, I see it in you.
Yeah, if I would see
The
myself,
thing you're saying about me right now, I see it in you. That's what I mean to say.
yeah,
You couldn't see that about me if it wasn't true in you.
mhm. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.